Hello viewers, welcome to the channel, welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's tutorial, we're going to be building the Pz.Kpfw Panther. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head which variant, or which production variant this Panther is. I believe it's one of the earlier ones, possibly A, but I'll correct myself if I get that wrong. It's a subtitle, but the accurate description will be in the description and the title itself of the video. So, without further ado, let's get right into building it. So first, we're going to place down one place a block, and we're going to need to grab birch trapdoors and smooth sandstone slabs, as well as some birch fence gates. So first, one up birch trapdoor, and then behind that a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 smooth sandstone up slabs, and then a birch fence gate right behind there. You then want to grab just a skeleton skull and pop one down right there. We're going to do this one more time to each side. And now we can move on to the tracks. So for this, we're going to need nether brick stairs, stone, and of course just some normal nether brick. Then some black shulker boxes for the wheels, and some smooth sandstone walls so we can get into the item frame stuff later. So first, we're going to take We're going to take a nether brick upside down stair, place it right off each of the trapdoors from earlier, and now we're going to build a row of, or trench rather, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're just going to fill these up with nether bricks. So now we can plop our tracks and running gear on top of this space right here. So for that, we're going to grab our sandstone walls and just alternate sandstone wall and black shulker box. Or a black wall, or kind of whatever you want, but as you know, these walls aren't connecting, so a normal black might do better if you don't have access to a debug stick, although this build is sort of necessary of a debug stick in the first place, sadly. So then we're going to place an upside down nether brick stair, and we can in fact, I'm just going to follow my own advice there. Although I really do like the texture of the black shulker boxes, they are annoying in that respect. So I think we're just going to use some polished black stone for now. Oops. Okay. And then we're going to need our stone buttons. I believe that should be it with some item frames. Of course, replace what we broke here, so item frame, and of course our light gray pane. There we go. So we're going to replicate this on the other side. So on each block we get a normal item frame, and we're going to put a light gray stain pane inside. And then on the sandstone walls, we're going to place invisible item frames. Whoops. I'll have the command in the description. It's vanilla. So everything I do right now is vanilla PC type of thing. So with that all done, took a bit longer than expected, but now we can move on to layer 2. Starting with the second layer, we're going to place down a smooth sandstone stair right on top of our middle trapdoor from the last layer, and behind that we're just going to place our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just all the way to the back, and a upside down smooth sandstone stair right at the back. So I'm going to do this one more time, basically, with a little bit more detail. So with another stair placed, we're going to take our invisible item frame and take a tripwire hook, and flip it to the side, and carry the blocks all the way back again. Now we're going to place a upside down stair, and for this lever witchcraft here, we're going to we need leave facing So to have it facing south, and then we're just going to flip it back to north. Or south, or yeah. So, actually that should reset if we place this slab here, like we have to. So we're going to do that. Or it doesn't, okay, that's cool. So, just going to carry on here. We're going to move or carry on with a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Smooth sandstone up slabs, and then right at the start here, we place down 1 lectern, which would be on top of this upside down stair. And now we're going to take our birch trapdoors and carry it all over the side. Alright, kind of like them facing this way. Okay, once you have that done, that will finish off layer 2, and we can move on to layer 3. To begin with the third layer, we're going to take our sandstone custom player heads, which are of course vanilla, and we can get them via command block. So first we're just going to place down 1, and 1 next to it, and on the opposite side we're going to place down instead a sandstone slab right there. So moving on, we're going to take our smooth sandstone slabs again. Now we're going to place down row 3, and then we're going to take our stairs, place down another row 3. So instead of our slabs here, we're going to have our smooth sandstone blocks, and I believe we're just going to take this all the way down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to take our slabs back again. Then we'll need birch slabs for the outer sides. Then 2 smooth sandstone slabs right down the middle. And lastly, for the middle of the third layer, we can just place down 1 placer block right here. And I believe it should be, yep, okay. You should have your wither skeleton skulls looking like that for the exhaust. And we can continue. So we're going to take our sandstone player head and place it at a slight angle. I think that's about 45 degrees or so. And then more along the sides, 1, 2. Then we're going to begin with the turret. So we're going to take our light gray panes, place down 1, then 2 sandstone walls, and then 3 heads right here. And we'll get to the debug stick in the next layer, as whenever you place something above these, it just resets itself. So, a bit annoying, but what will finish this layer off is some basically add-on tracks, spare tracks. Place down 1 on this first sandstone wall, and then 1 more on the pane in front of it. So for these guys, we're going to, as that happens, so we're going to place down 1 placer block, place a sign right off of it, and we're going to take our debug stick and have it facing towards the respective head that we actually want it on. We'll do that one more time. And with that, that should finish off, for now, I believe, our third layer. Although one thing you do want to put down is just this black block, invisible frame lectern. So that will finish off the third layer, and we can now move on to layer 4. So to finish up our tank with a 4th layer and then the roof layer, which is sort of half, we're going to first start with taking some walls. I'm going to place down row 3 walls on top of these 3 stairs. Then we're going to take some snow, layer it almost so it's full block, but not quite. And then behind that, we're going to place down 2 rows of 3, like so. This is pretty basic stuff here. And we're going to take our light gray panes, put 2 on the side of the row we just placed down, and we can conveniently, whoops, wrong color there. And with that pane placed, we can conveniently do this again, if kind of want. I don't exactly know. Problem here. Could we just place it off? Okay, well, one more try. Third time's the charm, right? I don't know why that's not working, but that should have been exactly what we did earlier. And we can continue with the barrel. So we would take a daylight sensor or detector, pretty sure they renamed it, and some birch strippers and a flower pot. So first, we place down one daylight detector right in front of the middle wall, and then I'm going to build out a row of 4 birch strippers. So 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4, and just some placers right here. And we're going to put a flower pot for the muzzle brake. Flip this one back up like that. I really like a sign to work here. Okay, that's just bugging me. So we can debug these guys right here. So it looks like we're just going to make this guy smooth. We do want west to tall. It's mainly north and south we're concerned about. Okay, we should want up false. I believe that's that. Okay. So for these, a little bit more complicated here. Going to want the middle one up, and only the middle one. Then we're going to take west for the middle one tall, and I believe for the outer one here, and then we're going to east tall like that, and then north low, low, and low. South, just going to place all of them up. It's not exactly the most attractive looking thing, but it is basically what we want. We do want that. Okay. I think we can just leave it like that. Although, okay, this shouldn't be facing that way. So let's say north or south. There we go. So should get it looking like this with the basically overhanging mantlet, and going to place down one visible item frame and then another brick slab, kind of face it so it's vertical, and that should be it for the front of the turret. Let's see if we can get the sign working. But what if we, and of course it just undebugged that. There we go. Okay. Glad that's finally working. So we're just going to fix this again. South. Okay. There we go. Okay. So moving on, we're going to go to the back of our turret here and place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 Licorice stained glass panes. And lastly, we're going to build up a row of 3 iron bars for this layer rather. 1, 2, and 3. And then for the roof, we're going to take a slab, keep the head, and then some signs and some other stuff. So for the commander cupola, we're going to place down a smooth sandstone slab right there, and then a player head sort of right in the middle. Next, we're going to place down birch signs on the front and on the back. then these are going to have normal item frames in them, and the side one is going to be an invisible one. So now we can put in some black beds to flip this guy like that. So basically the white pillow sides are not facing towards each other. There we go. That is what we want. And lastly, for some other roof stuff, I'm going to place down 1, 2, and 3 item frames for this one right here. Place down 1 normal block, and for these it's just going to be slabs at various angles. So this one should be forward facing, and this one should be like that. Okay, there we go. I think that's correct. So with that all done, I believe that should finish off our Panther. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and see you very soon.